Hi, Kim West, the Sleep Lady, and today I'm going to answer Jamie's question. Here's what she sent in. My son just turned 1, and at 8 weeks he was sleeping through the night, and at 7 months we moved into a new house, and this is the first time he was in his crib, which didn't go so well. Now, at 12 months old, he's still not sleeping through the night. I'm chalking the 7, 8, 9, 10-month sleep problems to transition and the fact that 10 teeth popped through. But now he should be sleeping more. A typical night for us looks like this. We start his nighttime routine at 7 p.m. We read books and he gets a bottle and he snuggles with either me or my husband. And then around 7:20, 7:30, we put him in his crib awake. Sometimes he'll fuss, but more recently he's been able to soothe himself to sleep within 5 minutes. This is when the problem begins. He wakes up several times a night. We've tried letting him cry it out. We've tried checking on him periodically, and this child has endurance, and he can outlast us. We've tried rocking him, feeding him, laying on the floor, name it, we've tried it. We don't know what to do anymore. We've even tried the gradual extinction approach, popularized by Ferber. I've even read a book that says once he learns to go to sleep on his own, he'll be able to soothe himself in the middle of the night and go back to sleep. I've read that book too, by the way, and I disagree, as you have just learned. Unfortunately, none of these methods have worked. I would love to hear your input strategies on night wakings for a 12-month-old. Please help. Jamie, proud mom. Okay, so a couple of things here, Jamie. So I noticed that you have a nice bedtime routine and a nice timing of the bedtime for his age, because usually a 1-year-old needs to go to bed around 7, 7:30. They need about 11 and a half hours of sleep at night, 2.5 during the day over 2 naps. And then you have a bottle and then snuggling. Usually when I see a child his age go to sleep within 5 minutes and sometimes fussing and sometimes not fussing and then up multiple times at night, I have several thoughts, and one of them is that he's being put in too drowsy. And then, he's then fighting it and then not able to master the skill of putting himself to sleep at bedtime, the easiest time to put yourself to sleep, and then for sure cannot do it in the middle of the night. So I want him to be more awake at bedtime so that out of 7 nights, you really do see him fussing in the beginning process, and so he's learning. And of course, make sure that he's well napped, particularly before you start the first night and put him in the crib awake. So you didn't say anything about his naps, which is super important, but I want him to have sort of 2 naps, so morning nap, afternoon nap, not too big of an afternoon window from afternoon nap to bedtime, maybe 4 hours, because you have to remember he's sleep deprived, he's not sleeping through the night. So get those naps in any way you can, and then put him in more awake. And then I want you to have a consistent approach to each nighttime waking. So just so you know, anytime we as parents start to, try one method one night, another method another night, or maybe we do one method 2 nights and another one 3 nights, and then we end up sort of giving in because we feel like, oh my gosh, it's not working, this is horrible, I can't take it. We can potentially train our child to cry. And then when we go to address it and be really consistent, it makes it a little bit harder. Okay, so I want you to be prepared for that, and I want you to pick something that you can follow through with. I think at this point you have nothing to lose by trying the Sleep Lady Shuffle. And I'm not saying because I think the Sleep Lady Shuffle is the only method that works, because I don't actually believe that. But I do think that because you've started already with, you've tried cry it out extinction, you've tried gradual extinction, you've tried all kinds of other things, really think you have nothing to lose by bedtime awake, staying with him, sitting next to his crib, not standing, and sort of following the rules of the shuffle that are all outlined in my book, and then, slowly moving out of the room. This will help in terms of his age and separation anxiety, and also will help you and your husband have a consistent approach to each night wakening so that eventually your son knows what to expect when he wakes up and starts to learn how to put himself to sleep and back to sleep. So it may take a couple of weeks, or even maybe less than that. But I would always, count on it taking a little bit longer because of your multiple previous attempts. Okay, I hope that helps.